In the last 15 minutes, companies fined for failing to pay minimum wage. In the last hour, Wagamama and TGI Fridays named and shamed for failing to pay minimum wage. In the last 2 hours, Wagamama football clubs named and shamed for minimum wage violation. Farmers told to be aware of living wage and minimum wage changes. Editors Viewpoint, firms must abide by minimum wage law. Wagamama, Marriott and TGI Fridays top list for underpaying minimum wage. Saints explain minimum wage breach was over. Steward training. The Cornish firm named and shamed on list of minimum wage dodgers. In the last 4 hours, football clubs underpaid hundreds of employees. Yeovil town reported for national minimum wage breaches. Saints named and shamed for paying 117 workers below the minimum wage. Midlands companies named for not paying employees. Wagamama, TGI Fridays and Marriott shamed as minimum wage dodgers. Leading Northern Ireland food firms failed to pay their staff minimum wage. Tayto and Moy Park fined over low wage. Stoke City named and shamed for not paying national minimum wage. High street giants named and shamed for not paying minimum wage. In the last 6 hours, 4 Notts companies paid staff less than minimum wage, says government. St Helens Rugby League Club named and shamed for not paying minimum wages. In the last 8 hours, businesses named and shamed for underpaying minimum wage workers. 10 Welsh companies named and shamed for failing to pay the minimum wage. Earlier today, Stoke City named among minimum wage dodgers. Wagamama, TGI Fridays and Marriott named as minimum wage dodgers. Revealed East Midlands companies underpaying minimum wage workers. Welsh businesses named and shamed for underpaying minimum wage workers. From Wagamama to Stoke City, minimum wage failing firms named and shamed. Wagamama, TGI Fridays and Marriott shamed as minimum wage dodgers. Scottish firms named and shamed for failing to pay staff minimum wage. Scottish firms named and shamed for failing to pay minimum wage. Wagamama fined for minimum wage failure. Wagamama and Marriott named and shamed for paying below minimum wage. Minimum wage. Marriott hotels and Wagamama among worst underpayers. Yesterday, high street chains Wagamama and TGI Fridays flout low wage rules in the last 7 days. Daily Roundup, the 6th of March. Apprenticeships, teacher attacks, and child abuse. Sainsbury's commits to paying staff well above the national living wage. Call for apprentice minimum wage to be raised significantly. The average Uber or Lyft driver is making just $3.37 an hour. Apprenticeship pay too low, say MPs. MIT study that found low pay for Uber drivers to be revisited. Study finds most Uber and Lyft drivers earn less than minimum wage. Corbyn, a champion of young workers' rights. In the last month, the troublemaker, millions of workers cheated out of the minimum wage. Kent County Council to raise minimum wage for staff to £8.10 per hour. Kent Council to raise minimum wage for staff. I love to eat in best restaurants, says James Close. Cambridge student bar staff paid illegal wages. Increases to the national minimum wage in national living wage. UK wages soon to catch up with inflation. Bank of England survey finds Dundee takeaway owner angered by rejection of Caird Hall Curry House.